Hello Internet, it's Makambe and I'm coming to you with this video called Arting in the Time of COVID. I just feel like the world is weird and everything is strange and what is happening? Doo-boo-doo-boo-doo-boo-boo. I've been feeling called in the last few days to make this video and I wanted to specifically make it to speak to all of the artists who I know. Hi arty people, how are you? Are you feeling weird like me? Cool, great. Now that that's out of the way, I just wanted to give a shout out to all of the creative people who are, going through this at this time. This is a really challenging and trying time for everyone. And a lot of the things in the news and like the posts that I've been seeing on social media when I'm not avoiding it have to do with like prioritizing the health and support of our essential workers, which I super 100,000,000% agree with. The doctors and the nurses and all of the medical staff and all of the people who clean the hospitals, the people who answer phones, like all of those folks right now, like let's just keep sending them love because they are 100% on the front line of this like nobody else is. And so I super support that. I super support social distancing, even though it's challenging. I super support all of those measures. But the thing that I want to talk about today is that I think that artists are also essential workers. Not in the same way, like to compare an artist to a doctor, even though some people are both, it feels like apples and oranges. I'm not by any means trying to say that trying to pit us against one another or say that one is better than the other. It's different, but I just want to acknowledge all of the artists out there specifically because I just see a lot of people managing a really challenging situation in ways that are really beautiful and inspiring. So I just wanted to say I see you and I love you and good job for trying to stay positive even though your next 6 months of income has been canceled. The projection for the economy coming up is humbling, specifically for artists. I'm a theater actor, and so having my shows be canceled and that is the way that I make dollars is a sobering fact, and I'm not the only person who's dealing with that. So I just want to give a lot of love to the people who are in a humbling situation like that, but have still managed to bring some sort of positivity. So I just want to acknowledge all of the love, all of the support. I want to acknowledge all of the people who found ways to bring their practice online if it wasn't already, who have live streamed dance classes and writing workshops and just shared their feelings. I want to shout out to all of the people who are checking in on one another. Zoom has been a really big thing at this time. I want to shout out everybody who's just really come together as a community, sharing how to make masks. And I just recognized that, at this time we were all supposed to stay home in this world that we live in where the cuts to arts funding in this country are unreal, especially in the last year. I live in Toronto at the minute, but I'm from Alberta, and the cuts to arts funding were just astronomical. The way that people think that art is not important completely blows my mind, because at this time when we're not meant to go outside, we're not meant to touch each other or see each other, we're told to stay home, and I'm Gucci with that 100%. But what is it that we do when we're home? Do we not binge Netflix? Do we not catch up on books? Artists are keeping our souls alive. Whether it is that you're live streaming, I don't know, broadcasts from comedians or reading or looking at I know that a lot of the museums internationally have sort of opened up websites so that you can sort of view all of these galleries for free. Artists play a really big part in the world, and artists are nourishing souls, and artists are keeping the communities alive in our own way. And I want to acknowledge everybody who is an artist and who is artsy and who decided and understood that their role in this world was to come through and share stories in some way, shape, or form. You are also essential. You are important, because I don't know how I could survive this time of quarantine if I had no art. Like, just think about that for a second. Like, if there were no artists in the world, first of all, what clothes would we be wearing, because who designs it? Second of all, where would our Netflix and our Crave and our everything, even the people, we don't think of these people as artists, but even the people who just like make silly videos and TikTok videos and memes, who help keep our enthusiasm and humor alive, and also give us an escape, like all those people are artists. And I think it's really important to just like love on the artists and understand that art is a really, really, really important, and I think often undervalued part of this society. And at this time when we're really grappling as a collective, as a global collective, with our mortality, our limitations, and the nature of this specifically like capitalist structure that we live in, and the ways in which we need to break it and fuck it all up. At this time when we are really valuing the people in our lives, the people who are important, the things that we have taken for granted in terms of like just being able to leave the house and to see and hug the people in your circle that you care about. At this time, I just, as an artist myself, wanted to make a video to send out just as much love and care that I could to my fellow artist friends. Like all of, like so many of the people who have kept me as a human individual alive and nourished during this time are artists. And we are special, we are important, we are also essential in our own way, and we are one of the many components that continues to make this world go around. Everybody in this society is important, and everybody who is here is supposed to be here. And I know that because you are here. Like if you weren't supposed to be here, you wouldn't be here. So I feel like, you know, I understand that right now we are prioritizing certain industries, and I get that. And I support a lot of those measures, but I don't want anyone, artist or not artist, to feel like they are not important, and like the services or the offerings that they make to our communities and our societies are not also essential. It's just, this is a particular time, so there's certain focus in terms of like how, like what feels most essential at this time. But I just want to love on everybody and just say that like good job on all the things that you're doing, all of the ways in which you have tried to stay positive and like spread positivity. Good job on staying home all the time, even though it's really hard and weird. Good job on like supporting each other. Good job on finding ways to create. Good job on letting yourself take a break from creating. Good job on keeping connected. Like we are amazing, and I know that we're gonna get through this and we'll only be stronger for it. I don't know exactly what that path is going to be, but I feel very confidently that like this too shall pass and the world will never be the same afterwards, and it's not supposed to be. And so as artists, especially when we're grappling with, you know, that like sometimes like being an artist can be precarious on its own, right? Like pre-COVID, like the hustle and the going from one thing to the next and trying to figure out how to pay your bills and also stay nourished and still feel like you're in alignment with your purpose with creating is not always easy. But like if you're watching this, I love you and you're doing fucking amazing. No matter what you're doing, the fact that you are alive and breathing, you're incredible. And like I just wanted to put that balm from my heart. I feel like my heart is like vibrating. Like I just want to put that into the ether. And it is my intention to continue to celebrate and lift up artists, and to continue to acknowledge the beauty and sensitivity, consciousness, escape, humor, humility that they bring to the world, that we bring to the world. Okay. Yeah, I hope that this was helpful. I will see you later. Peace, love, and sanitizer. Bye.